COVID lockdown is over, but A's world feels smaller than ever. Coming out as trans didn't exactly go well, and most days he barely leaves his bedroom, let alone the house. But the low point of A's life isn't online school, missing his bar mitzvah, or the fact that his parents monitor his phone like hawks. It's the weekly Save Our Sons and Daughters meetings his parents all but drag him to. At So Sad, A and his friends Sal and Yarrow sit by while their parents dead name them and wring their hands over a non-existent transgender craze. After all, sitting in suffocating silence has to be better than getting sent away for advanced treatment, never to be heard from again. When Yarrow vanishes after a particularly confrontational meeting, A discovers that So Sad doesn't just feel soul-sucking. It's run by an actual demon who feeds off the pain and misery of kids like him. And it's not just So Sad. The entire world is beset by demons, dining on what seems like an endless buffet of pain and bigotry. But how is one trans kid, who hasn't even chosen a name, supposed to save his friend, let alone the world? And is a world that seems hell-bent on rejecting him even worth saving at all? From the 2025 Slate, the National Book Award in the Young People's Literature category, here is A World Worth Saving by Kyle Lukoff. A, it's time to go. Are your shoes on? Mom's voice drilled through my closed bedroom door. Aglets, that's what they're called. Those little plasticky things at the ends of shoelaces. That would be a fun name too. Aglet Eisenson. I clicked out of the Wikipedia rabbit hole that led me to shoelaces and closed my laptop. I grabbed the laces of my left sneaker. They dangled from my fingers like limp black worms. Come on, I urged myself, but my hands remained rebelliously still. Almost ready, I called back. I didn't forget how to tie my shoes, I swear. Shoe tying was a skill I mastered in first grade, the loops and knots and everything. But once my shoes were tied, I'd have to leave. Well, hurry up. It's not like I loved my bedroom, this featureless box painted a babyish shade of lilac. All I had in here were books, battered old paperbacks from my mom's youth, the ones she loved enough to keep and pass on to me, the ones I had a complicated relationship with. No posters on the walls, no flags, or pictures torn out of magazines, just a small bump in the plaster above my desk, shaped like a teddy bear, and a cobweb hanging in the corner that I hadn't knocked down yet. I was saving that task for a day when I got really bored. After spending approximately 21% of my life in this room, except for going to the bathroom, shuffling downstairs for bowls of cereal, and long meanders around our backyard, thanks COVID, you'd think I'd be thrilled for any excuse to leave. I mean, even wandering around the grocery store without a mask on still felt like a risky, thrilling adventure. But tying my shoes would take me one step closer to an intolerable fate. Hey, we're going to be late. Let's get a move on. That was my dad. One more minute, I yelled. It wasn't too late to fake cough and tell them that I couldn't smell anything. There was still the lingering fear of a new variant, one that wouldn't register on a rapid test. Mom would freak out about a breakthrough infection. I'd go stir-crazy sitting in my room for 10 days, but I'd get to miss 2 So Sad meetings. That felt like a nuclear option, though, one to save for if I really needed to get out of something. Mom rapped her knuckles on my bedroom door, then poked her head in without waiting for my response. "You're wearing that?" she asked. Well, ask isn't quite the right word. It's more like she was telling me I wouldn't be wearing that if she had anything to say about it. "I am," I said anyway, because it was true. I was wearing that. That being plain black sneakers, my only pair of baggy jeans with decent pockets, and a red polo shirt I bought at a neighbor's yard sale for $1.25. I wished I still had the binder I got from this collective that shipped donated ones all over the world in discreet packaging. But when my mom found it, she whisked it away without a word, and I never saw it again. I figured she cut it into pieces, or buried it in the trash, or ritualistically burned it in the backyard. Now I squeezed myself into 2 tight sports bras. If you didn't look too closely, I could pass as a boy with, unusually well-developed pectoral muscles. "Why don't you at least change your shirt, sweetheart?" she asked, her voice like that stuff they have to advertise as breakfast syrup, because there's not a drop of true maple in it. Too sweet and bad for you. "I bought you those nice new blouses. I'm sure everyone at the meeting would love to see you in one." I tried to keep my body language relaxed and nonchalant while girding my mental loins. "I like this shirt," I told her. "And besides, you're the one who's always told me that girls get to wear whatever they want. If this is how I want to dress, isn't it the feminist choice to let me?" Her nostrils flared. "We both know that's not what's going on here," she said flatly. "Change your shirt. It's time." 2 options lay before me. 1, I could argue with her, explain again that being trans wasn't a phase, and that I would be a boy even if she forced me into a bikini or a prom dress. Remind her that she was the one who gave me all those books about girls disguising themselves as knights, or princesses who didn't want to be princesses anymore, and I was just taking those lessons to their logical conclusion. But that conversation would end with one or both of us crying, and it would solve exactly 0 problems. 2, I could put on a freaking blouse. Yes, it would feel like a paper bag filled with hair, and yes, I would be betraying myself, letting her win this battle like I let her win every battle. But it wouldn't change anything about who I was or what I knew about myself. All I had to do was disconnect my mind from my body, shut down emotionally, and I'd be fine. Piece of cake. Also, once I was dressed to my mother's satisfaction, I could see Yarrow and Sal. They were worth it. "Okay," I said. "Be down in a minute." And this has been a preview of A World Worth Saving.